Hello and welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. Lots of videos in the works, lots of stuff here in the background that you'll hopefully be seeing in the very near future. But today I decided to take a look at something that I haven't looked at in several years now, an Amazon Kindle. I heard that not too long ago Amazon put out an update to their Kindle Paperwhite. I think they may have also updated the original Kindle, but it's now thinner and lighter than ever, and it's now waterproof. Of course you can see all that on the box right here. The thinnest and lightest Kindle Paperwhite yet, with a sleek modern design you can comfortably read for hours. Waterproof, so you're free to read in the bath or at the beach or by the pool, whatever. It has a 300 ppi display, laser quality text, and a built-in adjustable light. The last time I looked at a Kindle, I actually cheaped out and I bought the one that didn't have a backlight, and I kind of regretted it. And a single charge lasts weeks, not hours. I think at one point they said that the charge was supposed to last a month or a couple of months. Maybe the newer ones don't do that, but still, if it lasts more than a couple of days, I'm pretty okay with that. And it does have a 6-inch touch display. It is Ipx8 waterproof for up to 2 meters for 60 minutes. Built-in backlight. It has Wi-Fi. I did not opt for the LTE version or the 3G version, whatever it is they've got. I think this one was $129. It has 8 gigs of built-in storage, and if I need to get books, I can just get them while I'm on Wi-Fi. So let's open this up and take a quick look at it. I do have a little bit of a library on Amazon, and I've got PDFs I can put on here for work. And the other neat newer feature of this, just newer to me, is Audible audiobooks. And I listen to Audible every single day. I think I even have an Audible affiliate link. If I do, I'll try to put it down below. But these can play them back over Bluetooth, which is awesome because I'm constantly using my phone to play them back in the car. If I can do it with another device, that just is one more thing that I can not do with my phone. So here's what comes in the box. It has a Kindle Paperwhite. It's got a neat little flashy design on the front, the tree with the little boy. Looks like this is the charging cable. We are still going with micro USB. Not a whole lot of devices coming with micro USB anymore, but again, this one has to be charged so infrequently that it shouldn't really matter. We've got a little user's guide in here with some safety information. And of course the device itself, the Kindle Paperwhite. I think this may have actually come out in November, so I'm a couple of months behind, but what's new? If I can ever get it out of the plastic, we'll just rip the plastic and say forget about it. There we go. So now here you can see the Kindle. It says power on. It says there's a button on the bottom. There's the micro USB port. That appears to be a status light here on the bottom. Get a little better angle there. Micro USB, status light, power button right here. There's nothing on the sides, nothing on the top. The Amazon logo embossed into the back, if you can kind of see that in the reflection. Matte black back, definitely a big fan of that. Although this is probably gonna get messy very quickly, but it does have a nice soft touch back. So let's go ahead and just power it up. I see the status LED did come on, if you can see it there. And it's already flashed. It says Kindle. And I'm kind of curious if this is going to come preloaded with my content because I did buy it through my account. By the way, $129. This is the ad version, which means that they do put Amazon ads on it, but I've never had a problem with those. I think there's a way that you can you can pay to turn them off, but I think there's also a way that you can just turn. We're not going to talk about that. Let's select United States and hit next. Updating logo there. There we go. It's starting to roll through that update, or that initial startup at least. Now, just after touching this once or twice, I am starting to see fingerprints on it already. So be prepared. This is probably going to be a bit of a fingerprint magnet, especially given that it has a touchscreen. The older Kindle I had buttons on the left and right for page forward, page back. That was kind of a nice feature, but I think having those removed just makes it simpler to put together and fewer moving parts and everything. I'm okay with that. It's probably better for the waterproofing too. And there we go. It says Kindle Paperwhite, high resolution 300 ppi display, built-in light, weeks of battery life, get started. And now we're going to connect it to Wi-Fi. I can see it does have about half battery life right now, which means in theory it should last at least a couple of weeks. Get it signed onto my Wi-Fi. And you know, for a touchscreen on an e-ink device, that was surprisingly responsive. Like, typing on it was not really that bad. It says it is connecting to Amazon. So apparently this did not come paired to my existing Amazon account. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And we have gone through the registration process. It was basically just sign in like I'm signing into Amazon. It says, hello Jordan Keys, your Kindle time is set to 12:57 p.m. Tap here to adjust this. It's definitely not 12:57, it's like 3:57. So I'm guessing it came set to Pacific time. Compared to the other Amazon devices I've gotten in the past, this is kind of surprisingly involved. But we set the time, we hit OK, continue setup. Yeah, the other Amazon devices, the Amazon Fire devices specifically, the Fire phone even, they came pre-authenticated, pre-set up on my account, everything ready to go out of the box. They had an option on there to say, don't attach this to my account, but I didn't select that. So again, very surprised. So we'll go ahead and say not now. I don't want Kindle on my phone. That's the whole point of buying a Kindle, is to not having it on my phone anymore. Kindle Unlimited, no, I don't want that right now. We might do that eventually, like when I actually get to reading from the device. Bluetooth, we can listen to Audible content using Bluetooth now. That's awesome, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. There we go. Took a couple of taps to actually find the button. You can connect your social accounts to your Amazon account to share with your friends. I don't really want to do that, and it also has parental controls down here. Given the option of a Goodreads account, I don't think I need that either, so I'm going to skip it. Navigating the Kindle, so now we got the walkthrough, the once on first time walkthrough. Home and back, so they're going to be in the upper left corner. Quick actions, there's the third button. Recent books will be up in this part of the screen. Reading lists will be over on the right. And recommendations across the bottom. And it's now updating the home experience. So it was pulling that down from Amazon. I kind of figured I'd be able to scroll around, but that's perfectly fine. And it's looking very much like I can tap my library here at the top. And it should go to all of the books that I've got on Amazon. You've got a user guide for Paperwhite, a bunch of Audible audiobooks because I'm constantly reading those. I'm not quite sure how to turn pages. Maybe I swipe. Yeah, I just swipe over. Again, more Audible audiobooks, lots and lots of those. Occasionally I'm seeing an actual book in here, but most of these are just audiobooks, and that's perfectly fine. Again, I do an awful lot of those because I do drive back and forth to work every day listening to audiobooks. And just to get sort of an example here, I'm going to go ahead and click on a book, Kyle Knight and the Magic Silver Lance. I think I got this for my little one whenever he was younger, or my oldest when he was young, and he didn't want to read it. I've tried to get my oldest son to read from a Kindle, to read any sort of ebooks like this. He's not a big reader to begin with. That's interesting. I must have hit the power button. It went to an ad here, so it's saying that I should read Adrift, a Corpse Justice Daniel Briggs novel. So I'm going to swipe out of that. And there we go, we're back on the book. I can tap on that to open it. And we're in a book. And we should be able to actually adjust the way that everything looks. You've turned your first page. To continue reading, tap on the right side. And it looks like I can tap up here at the top. Yeah, so I can actually make changes. I can change the font size right here. Use animation, I can fit it to the screen, do the page refresh, do the orientation. So if I wanted to read it sideways, I could read it that way. I kind of prefer it this way. Again, tap on the top. You've got X-ray options. You can share things if you have the other things tied to it. Go into the store and actually buy things. It's an Amazon product. They are geared toward making you buy things or offering things for you to buy. But this looks very simple, very intuitive. You know, you tap on the left side to go back, tap on the right side to go forward. I think you can even swipe to go forward. And the text is very easy to read. I'm going to put it up nice and close so you can see that. Constance, the lady of the castle, is as beautiful as the morning. I can't see it. I'm even looking through the camera and I can read it very clearly. The pictures look very nice. The speed leaves a tiny bit to be desired, but not much. And how fast are you actually going to be turning pages to go through? I think if you tap on the top, like if you really want to go quickly through something, you can probably, that's a bookmark I'm putting in place, which is not what I want. So I'll take that bookmark off. But there's probably a way to get to like the table of contents. Maybe it's in the go-to section. That would make sense. So table of contents, you can kind of pick what you want to look at. Just swipe up and down to get different chapters. So that's not bad. And you can put notes in, of course. I would be very curious to see how this works with audiobooks. So if I go back to my library and I pick one of the audiobooks I've been listening to. Here's the Singularity Trap by Dennis E. Taylor. I've been listening to that in the car every morning for the last few days. I'll be done with it soon. I've listened to the Bobaverse, We Are Legion. I've listened to that whole series like 6 or 8 times now. So I've been looking for new audiobook recommendations. If you have any recommendations, let me know down in the comments below. And it does say it's downloading the audiobook. We do only have 8 gigs of storage on this, so it's not going to be able to download a huge amount of these, but probably, I don't know, 6 or 8, maybe more than that. I guess it depends on the quality that it's downloading the audiobook at. While it's doing that, I'm going to look at other things. So I hit the all settings button. It's got a sync my Kindle option. You can change the lighting on it. I hadn't even noticed that it was backlit until just now because I have so much lighting in here, but maybe I'll do a quick shot here of how it looks in a darker room with difference in lighting, so I'll do that and get back to you. If I go into all settings, let's see what I can change. My account, the household, the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth device options, parental controls. Seems pretty straightforward, not a whole lot to it. Maybe reading options. Page refresh, you can refresh the display with every page turn. Next in series gives you the option to buy the next title when you're nearing the end of a book. That's actually really convenient if you don't mind buying books. Language learning, so if you have a kid that's reading this, you could use that to help them. And we're going to go back to home again. And hopefully, yeah, my audiobook's at 70%. It says opening. And it's ready to play. It says I don't have any Bluetooth connected and there's not a speaker built into this, so it's not going to be able to actually play anything at the moment, but you can also change the speed on it. That's one of the big things for me with audiobooks. If I can't make it at least 1 1/4 or 1 1/2 speed, I have a hard time listening to audiobooks because they're so slow. 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 is a good speed for me to listen, as you can probably tell from how quickly I speak. But this goes all the way up to 3x. That's pretty nice. And I think if nothing else, this for traveling, this for vacation, you pair this up with a nice pair of Bluetooth headphones or earbuds. You could be listening to your audiobook while you're laying on the beach. It's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it. Highly water resistant, maybe. I don't know if I want to say 100% waterproof. I think that's what it said on the back though. Yeah, it says waterproof. So I guess if you wanted to take it in the water with you, you could. I don't know if I want to stick this underwater yet, but maybe that's a future video if you want to see it. Maybe taking this and putting it underwater in the sink, or putting it in the bathtub, or taking it to the pool or the beach or something when it's warmer, because it's like 30 degrees outside right now. But anyway, yes, very early impressions, because I've been going on for quite a little while here. It's not the fastest thing in the world. There are definitely other devices that Amazon makes. I think they have one called the Oasis. It's a lot more expensive. It's got a slightly bigger screen, but this one packs most of the features that has into a slightly smaller, much cheaper bundle. And if you want more storage, if you need a 32 gig drive, you can get a bigger one of these. I think it's $159. And then they add on like $15 or $25 if you want to take off the ads, but the ads are not hugely invasive. The small amount of the screen when you're not reading, and then when you are reading, if I open the book, none of the screen is taken up by it. If I power the device down, if I hit the standby button and then hit it again, it goes to an ad. So there's that. But I don't find that to be hugely intrusive and invasive. I don't mind it being there. If anything, it might, most likely will, learn from what I read and what I use and what I buy. And at that point, it's going to tell me other things that I probably should look at. So I'm kind of okay with Amazon shilling their products to me in that way. But I think that's going to wrap this video up for today. Seems like a decently well-built device. I mean, it's plasticky and it's very lightweight. The speed is not super fast, but it's for reading books, not for like playing video games or anything. The screen is very nice. The backlight looks to be good, but again, I'm in a bright room right now, so you'll have to judge from the earlier video I will hopefully have done. Let me know what you think of it down in the comment section, and if you have not looked at a Kindle lately and you're a reader, this might be a great investment for you. But thank you guys as always for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you again next time.